Cyril Theret. Tell me how a securities exchange in real estate works.
What we're doing is that we are effectively providing a venue for people to list and trade single asset vehicles. So you take a property, you put it into a company, and you IPO that company on the exchange. So really, it's very similar to NASDAQ or to the London Stock Exchange, except that the companies that you're investing into are real estate companies which are listed, and they're single buildings.
What are the advantages for an investor to diversify their portfolios using your securities exchange?
Yeah. So there are two key advantages. The first one is, as you know, actually investing into commercial property, firstly, is restricted to the few. Suddenly, what we're doing here is that you're able to democratize the access to a whole bunch of investors, ranging from the general public, the wealth managers, and the smaller institutions that cannot invest directly. The second point is because you can effectively buy small lots or small units of it, which are shares, essentially you can manage better your exposition. So if one day you want to get a 10% position, you can. If you want to sell it, you can. You have flexibility, which doesn't exist today in the private market, because essentially you have to hold 100% of the value of that building. So your decision is always binary. You either hold it or you sell it. Here you have the flexibility of owning 20%, 10%, 50% of it.
From your perspective, what advice can you give new investors who want to enter the real estate investment market?
Well, so the advice that I would get is obviously that they can go to a broker and get some proper advice about real estate. But the point about an exchange and the vehicles which are being listed is that as an investor, you're buying into three things. The first thing that you're buying is into the characteristics and the income characteristic of that building. The second point, you're buying into a share so you can hold it in your SIP or in your ISA or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And then the third point is obviously you're buying in the board of directors, the people who are there to manage the asset on your behalf. So as an investor, you want to look at all three aspects. What is the yield that asset can provide you? Who are the board of directors? Do you have the confidence that they will deliver shareholder value? And also, where do you want to hold that? Because from a tax perspective, you might want to hold that in an ISA or a SIP. So as an investor, you would look at all three aspects of it.
In Europe, where do you see being the more exciting growth markets? Where should people try to look at in terms of investment?
So I think all markets are very exciting. They all have different characteristics, they have different opportunities. Again, one of the things that an exchange allows you to do is to effectively give access to primary, secondary locations. So I think that again, capital markets, the exchange allows you to access all types of markets and all types of sectors.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's it.